I know the screen's mirrored, but I gotta show you guys the sweatshirt that came in the mail today. What is up, boys? Welcome back to the Wisco Boys YouTube channel. My name is Bryce Doomer. I'll be your host today. And today we are going to be reacting to the NFL Rivalries 2026 jerseys. If you are new to the channel, please feel free to like if you enjoy the content, subscribe if you want to see more of what we have to offer, and comment down below which of these jerseys is your favorite. Obviously, I was, as Packer fan, really looking forward to seeing what these jerseys were going to look like. I know they've been teasing them for a while, and so without further ado, let's get into the reaction. I am also on the second monitor here. We got the Brewers game playing. They are down 1-2, bottom of the 8th. So if I get distracted during the recording, that is why. But enough about the Brewers. It is time to react to these NFL Rivalries jerseys. And I figured not only react, but let's get a little tier list going. Of course, we got 32 team tier list here. I didn't want to make my own template, but it should work. I'll just ignore the teams that are irrelevant for the sake of the video here. But let's start off with your Green Bay Packers. I was right on this reveal. I knew it was coming out today. I was like top of the hour at 8 o'clock, refreshing the feed. 9 o'clock, that's when it ended up coming out. With this reveal video here, mute the audio. It's a Lil Wayne track, but little bit of a teaser here. I was back and forth on if I thought these were going to be blackouts or if they were going to be kind of like a lighter green, which it ended up turning out to be the lighter green. I think these uniforms are sick. The history since 1919. Some of the details on these got the old GB logo on the shoulder there. The alabaster helmets. There's the video where they asked the team what color the helmets are. Kind of like a nice cream beige looking color. I think these look super clean. Here's another video of them reacting. I felt like the lighting in this one kind of better displayed what was going on with the colors here. So yeah, I mean, I think these are super clean. I like the design on the numbers. I love the helmets. The helmets might be my favorite part of it. I was actually talking to my wife about this. She was saying that, because she loves our throwbacks that we currently have. She was saying the leather helmets with these would have looked nice, which I actually agree. I doubt they'll do that, but man, that would be cool to see the leather helmets with these. But yeah, these jerseys look pretty dang sick. I'm happy with how they turned out. We got some more photos here. Yeah, I mean, I think, and man, do I start with the Packers? Or I think I'll start with the Packers. I think these jerseys are pretty sweet. So if we go over to the tier list here, I don't think they're perfect. When I actually first saw them, I was kind of like, do I like these? But as the day's gone on, definitely they're growing on me. I'm putting them in A. I think they look sweet. They got some cool details to them. There's some like history there, and I don't know why, but like if I had to name these jerseys, I'd call these the Lambeau jerseys. I think the only if that old logo from like the 60s, like the Lombardi era logo was on the helmet with the Heisman pose. If that logo was on these helmets, I think they would be S tier. But I think overall they're pretty sick looking. I'm really happy with how they turned out. I'm probably gonna cop a Micah Parsons one of these NFL Rivalries jerseys. And I mean, even last year, the quality on these seems pretty good. They're more of a limited release, so I'm definitely going to pick up one of these. I'm really happy with it. I know some people weren't the biggest fan, but honestly, I'm happy with how the design turned out. Now, the rest of these, I mean, a few of these I've seen more than others. Some of these I haven't actually looked into too closely, so a little bit of a live reaction here. We're going to look at the Lions next. The Lions, if I recall, yeah, this was definitely not my favorite. I feel like it's just so basic. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think those helmets are just the helmets they wear for those like electric blue fits, where it's the black unis and the blue helmet, the blue numbers. I don't even think this is a unique helmet. So reuse on the helmet, the white pants. I don't know. I just don't think these really look that special. I mean, I like kind of the carbon fiber look here on the helmet once again. Maybe the helmets are a little bit unique. Maybe, I don't know if that carbon fiber is kind of like that. But yeah, I just feel like these are super, super basic. I don't know. These don't really do anything for me. So, I mean, at the highest, they've got to be C tier, maybe D. Like, they're not bad. I think I'm going to go with C tier for these. Maybe I change my mind and bump them down to D. But yeah, I mean, these are really unimpressive in my eyes. Speaking of unimpressive, of course, you're a Packers fan. You got to see the team you're going to be playing against with the rivalry jerseys. I know you wear them on the same day, but I had to take a look at the Bears, and also not too impressed with what the Bears put out. The first thought that came to my mind is that this looks like a college jersey. I'm not really sure what team I'm thinking of, but I don't know. These just look really basic. I mean, like, their base unis already have, I don't think it's the same patch, but they already have one of these like football shaped patches on the shoulder here. I don't know. I just think of like the Packers ones and all the details, and some of the ones we're going to see, like the details added. These just look so basic. I don't know. These are not doing it for me. The orange helmets are kind of cool. Once again, I think they wear orange helmets for other uniforms, so nothing like super special there. I'd say the only thing that I really think is nice on these is like the retro socks. Like, these look very, very classic. Yeah, I mean, these are pretty decent. The question is, do I put them? I feel like these are on similar. Maybe I like the Bears a little bit better than the Lions. Where are the Bears? Here they are. I think I'll put them for sure ahead of the Lions, but I don't know if I can put them in B. C is just, they're just kind of average. Also, looks like the Brewers tied it up. That's exciting. No outs. Runners on second and third. Luis Laura up to bat. All right. Brewers might take the lead in the top of the ninth. We'll see what happens. But yeah, in terms of the tier list, we're putting Lions just below the Bears and C tier. Packers sitting alone at the top. Let's move on. These ones, I knew these ones were going to be good. I feel like they knew the assignment and they executed. Look at these things. These are clean. The kind of Norse text on the Vikings logo. I wish they would have went a little more Norse looking with the numbers, but obviously they did. But I wish they would have gone a little crazier with it. The helmets on these, though, I love the little pattern stripe in the center. They have that on the shoulder pads too. I just think these are clean. The deep dark purple is just gonna look sick. These are kind of just like, they got to be feeling good wearing these on the field. These jerseys are nice. I think you could argue the Vikings in terms of the NFC North. I think the Vikings had the best ones. I would put these in high A. I would put these just ahead of the Packers. I think those look really nice. Probably my favorite in the NFC North. Just trying to be objective. Obviously, I like the Packer ones. I think the Packer ones look great. I still got them in A tier, but man, I don't know. These Vikings one looks pretty sick. Yeah, and Vikings fans, from everything I've heard, are really happy with how these turned out. When they play the Lions and wear these, that's going to be a game you'll want to watch, or at least check in the highlights and see how these uniforms look on the field. All right, and moving on to the Texans, where I am not the biggest fan of these guys. I just feel like they could have done more. I mean, I love when teams go for the whiteouts. I think the whiteouts generally are just kind of a cool, tradition to follow. I like that they were going for the H-Town representation here, but I don't really like how they have it on the helmet. I just feel like these were, they kind of held back. I feel like they could have gotten more creative, a little more crazy. These are limited edition jerseys. I feel like you should throw some more color on these. Just so much of this is predominantly white, which, I mean, if they're going for the whiteout, then I get that. But are these supposed to be whiteouts, or are these supposed to be rivalries? I feel like you got to go a little more unique on the presentation here. I don't know. I don't know. I think these are kind of mid. The question is, where do I put them? I think they might go D tier. They might go D tier. I mean, just comparing these to the Lions. The Lions are pretty basic too. Man, I don't know. Also the carbon fibers on the lettering too. Man, some of these are really mid. I feel like these two should be in a similar tier. The question is, do I bump this down? Do I bump this up and bump this up? Maybe we just lower this quickly. Do I up that? I don't think so. We'll keep this high C, and I'll put the Lions ahead of the Texans, but I'm not a fan of those ones. Moving on, the Colts. These ones are also kind of basic. I mean, the thing is, though, I was looking at these earlier. There are some, details surrounding these, like I didn't know what a grommet was before this, but the little grommet holes like on the shoehorn. I mean, I guess that detail's pretty cool. Same on the pant legs. The stripes all have like those grommet patterns. Those are pretty neat. The metallic blue helmet, I don't know if they've done that before. It's kind of a fun look. It contrasts with this gray really well. I feel like at least they were trying a little bit with some of the details here. I felt like they were trying a little harder than like the Texans, for example, or the Lions. I mean, I guess the Lions got a little bit of detail with the carbon fiber, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not super impressed with these, but I feel like they're a little bit better. Maybe they're like around Bears level. I'd probably put them around the Bears. I think that would be a fair ranking. Moving on to Jacksonville, and just taking a look at these guys. I don't know if this will be a controversial take or not. I like these. I think these are clean. I like the numbers. The helmet's nice. The finish on the helmet. But one thing, let me go back there's a photo. There's a specific photo I want to click on here. Just this main one. The cheetah print on the pants and the numbers is an awesome touch. That is so cool. I could see, if you don't like that, I wouldn't blame you. But Jaguar print, the print on those pants and those numbers is awesome. These are good jerseys. I like the stylistic numbers. That like aqua blue, whatever blue that is, kind of accents everything nicely. These are good. If I'm a Jaguars fan, the only thing is I think that the pants really completes this. The jersey itself is kind of bare. I want to see the back of the jersey. I don't think there's anything too crazy about it. Bold City. Yeah, kind of basic on the back. I like the stitching. I like the logo. I mean, these go high. These go at least B. These go at least B. Those are nice. Maybe I even put that in like the Packer territory. These might be like a low A. Do I bump? Maybe I do this. Let's go back to what I originally had. I don't know which one I had. Let's keep these at B. Those are pretty nice. Oh, I second guess myself. Man. Should these be? Let's look at these Packers unis again. I need to remember what they're going up against. The tops of the Packer ones are elite. The holistic, the helmet too. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep the Jaguars at B. I wouldn't be upset though if those were like A tier for people. Also, if you hate the print on the pants, I could see you hating those. But I think it's sick. I don't know. That's just my opinion. And to wrap things up, we got Tennessee, and these are sick. These go crazy. These might take the cake. Music City. That blue looks nice. Is there more photos of these? These look awesome. The music. Let's watch the video for this one. Hold on. It's got to load here. 1 second. Here we go. Let's full screen this guy. Turn off the audio there. Show us more of these unis. I know the background. Maybe it's just the edit of the post that they had. Can we get higher res? Ooh. Show the unis. This edit's too crazy. Yeah, those are nice. Those are nice. The numbers, super stylistic. The stripes look good. These are sick. The color scheme is awesome. I don't know why there's a look. Oh, yeah. Those are nice. Those are S tier. I think they win. Titans win. That's clean. Where are they? Titans in S tier. I like this list. I think this is good. So we got Titans in S tier, followed by the Vikings, followed by the Packers, and then what is it? We got the Jaguars. And I feel like those four I would say are nice. These four are mid to buns. Like these are just not, they just didn't do enough with it. They could have been way more creative. Yeah, I think that this is a good ranking. But it doesn't matter completely what I think. I also want to hear what you guys think. So head down below to the comments. Let me know your favorite jersey. If you want, give me your top 3 jerseys. If you're really feeling up for it, give me your top 8. Let me know which ones you like, which ones you hate. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on these jerseys. I wanted to do a whole video to this. I think jerseys like these are fun. I'm always excited for a jersey reveal. You know, look good, feel good, play good. That's kind of my thought. And I think that some of these teams are going to be coming out on the field feeling really good about the unis that they'll be wearing. So, yeah, thank you for watching this episode of Wisco Boys. Feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.